Let's see, am I streaming? Am I live? Test. Test. Okay. Alright, so today I'm going to play another indie game, Krypta FM. I recently found out about itch.io. This is one of the higher rated games in the category I've been searching. Just have English. I don't know what any of this is. What the fuck? Let me see how I'd put it on English. Okay. So I might not be able to do it from this.
Inglés, por favor.
It didn't give me that option. It didn't give me the option for English. I'll be right back. I gotta take banana bread out of the oven. Okay. Let's see. I might have to install it on Steam and play it there. I don't even know what language this is. Yeah, let me go ahead and install it on Steam. Might be the English version. Alexa, set a 20-minute banana bread timer, please.
20-minute banana bread timer started.
Okay. Oh, it's Polish? I guess that's what Polski is. I don't think I've ever seen Polish. Krypta FM. Let's play it. Oh, it's a camera based. It's a journal and a map. Okay.
Mamy 10 minut po 21. Mam więc zaszczyt powitać
We are 10 minutes past 9 p.m.
Radia Pożygru w audycji Krypta FM.
I don't know how to say that.
Nazywam się Łukasz Bartyniuk i będę waszym
And I'm going to be your guide through the unknown.
co nieznane.
Folks, what a day. As I have promised, today I'm going to introduce a few tips and tricks to our youngster cryptid hunters. But first, I would like to begin by playing back an intriguing conversation you might have. You might have already heard in today's Radio Bazigrad news. Let's listen up. Can you introduce yourself? Some word, farmer. Dear Mr. Jedres, please tell our listeners, tell me you, blah, blah, blah. What can I say? I was at home getting ready to wash up because I was about to go to sleep. And then I heard screams, blood-boiling screeching, so I got dressed pretty quickly. Ran out in just my slippers, and there it is, pulled apart, gutted, lying there. My sweet little goat. Couldn't wrap my head around it. Maybe a wolf did it, I thought. But then I see 2 of my chickens laying there too, torn to pieces. Didn't even take them away, that bastards. Let them as they were. I do not know, but I suspect. Let's not talk about it. Just hope it doesn't come back. I know, Missy. You know, Missy, I just wanted to let... to lock their doors and everything. For me, I do not need to know what it was. Highly unusual, I know, highly unusual. Gutted animals found in Gozdari village by our Bazigrad. Let me tell you all, after listening to that conversation, I couldn't focus on anything else today. Of course, we couldn't always use more information, so I'm calling forth all of you. If you live in Gozdari village or have any knowledge that could help with the Krypta FM editorial team's investigation, I strongly encourage you to call us during tomorrow's live broadcast. Or let's also mention another technological novelty. I invite you on the newly established internet forum by Krypta FM, which you can find on our radio's website at www.bazigradfm.pl. Dear youngsters, this is obviously a topic that would be best left to the grown-ups, but now, as I have promised, I have also prepared something for you. I've written down a few tips for a young cryptid hunter, which will surely come in handy while conducting little investigations in your own backyard. Here they are. First of all, you should get yourself a journal in which you will note your findings. Searching for cryptids is only half the cryptozoologist's job. Before going out on your own, you need to know what you're looking for. In such journal, you can note down specific tasks, such as visiting a specific place which you think might be worth investigating. When it comes to ideas for your task list, our broadcast, our forum, could be a great source of inspiration. Second rule, stick to the paths. Looking for cryptids is a great way to spend your free time outdoors, but let's remember common sense. When venturing far from your home, remember about having a little map of the area you're looking through, marking known paths, points of interest can also be helpful. This way, as long as you stay on the paths, you will always make your way back home. Third rule, and the most important, always have an adult with you. Your safety and well-being is of utmost importance. Every paranormal investigator or cryptid hunter should know how dangerous their hobby can be. Exploring an abandoned building can lead to injuries. It's easy to sprain an ankle. And our forests are full of nettles and thorny bushes. With a grown-up, you will always be safe. That's all for today. You'll find this guide in text version online on our Krypta FM forum. My name is Luskaz Bartnizik, and this was Krypta FM. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Happy hunting. A goat corpse at neighbors. Yeah, there's some kind of weird fuzzy noise that goes on. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Subject, author. Let's see. It's a forum. I'm going to have to read all this shit. But that's fine. It's good. Practice. I still need to practice my reading again. My head hurts anyway. Weird observation in Gazdari. I would like to present to you the discovery that was made near Gazdari, of which you may have already heard of in today's Krypta FM broadcast on Radio Bazigrad. The local community began to encounter the remains of bitten animals and slight damage to vegetation. Places where wounded animals were found. One could see strange scratches on trees, broken bushes and branches lying on the ground, as well as trampled grass and smaller vegetation. And there probably wouldn't be anything all that unusual about it, were it not for the eyewitness accounts of Gazdar residents who report encounters. Don't know how to say this stuff. Encounters with a strange creature that has been seen in the area for some time. It seems to be connected to the mystery of the mutilated animals, as well as the destruction in their vicinity. I immediately point out that nothing happened to any person, but the victims of the creature happened to be farm animals, as Mr. Jedrzej Swiergel said in the news. In contrast, I learned from one of the residents that our mentioned creature moves on 4 legs and resembles a medium or large dog. Its head seems to be completely black with prominent white fangs and an almost glowing pair of eyes that stand out. The creature also supposedly has pointed ears, which can also deceptively resemble horns, so it is difficult to determine what exactly they are. Despite the structure, which can cause fear, the creature is rather emaciated. Some even say that he can be injured or stained with the blood of previous victims. It is covered with a thick coat, and especially around the head and on the elongated tail. These are incredible information, but I renew my appeal. If you live in Gazdari or you have any information that can help in the investigation, please contact us by phone in tomorrow's live broadcast or post this information on the forum. FAQ stands for frequently asked questions if you're a noob. Frequently asked questions, Cryptid Hunter. As promised, I posted a guide in text form. First, provide yourself with a journal in which you will take notes. Looking for a cryptid is only half the job of a cryptozoologist. Before heading out into the field, it's good to know what we are looking for in the first place. So in your journal, write down specific tasks, such as visiting a particular place worth investigating. When looking for tasks, for example, a good source can be our broadcast as well as our online forum. Second rule, stick to the paths. Searching for cryptids is a great way to spend time outdoors, but let's remember to use common sense. When moving away from your home, it's a good idea to have a map of the area with you, on which you will mark the paths you know. Landmarks can also be helpful. That way, as long as you're on a path, you'll always be able to come home. Third rule, most important, you should always be accompanied by an adult. Your safety is paramount. The investigator of paranormal phenomena must remember that his hobby is accompanied by many dangers. Exploring an abandoned building, you can easily twist an ankle, and our forests are full of nettles and thorny bushes. When accompanied by an adult, you will always be safe. Happy hunting. Now, that's not necessarily true. You will not always be safe if you are accompanied by an adult, but it will certainly increase your chances of being safe. How to turn into So if you're expecting to find any helpful replies for posts with such a title, then from this day on you'll be met with nothing but disappointment. It's now forbidden to ask how to turn yourself into a vampire, werewolf, mermaid, or whatever else you'll ask. Whatever else you'll ask. Those are mythical creatures that do not exist in the real world, and no matter how much knowledge from the world you might have, you will never be able to turn yourself into one. So if any... I don't understand. So if any to pend your blessings upon us like that, USC like that comes up from on the forum again, you'll get a warning and your post will be deleted. You can all go away now. Whatever. You are Lady Freya Hera Isis, O great Temida. Glory to the admin team of the forum. Lead us through the darkness of our mere lives, us stumbling mortals, to the light and immortal life. Let your knowledge spill onto our minds and let your gifts fall upon us. Ave. Closing the thread now. Ugh. I hate saying things, reading things like that. I might just not read it next time. Weird console behavior. My gaming console has been acting weird lately, and I think that some demon might have possessed it. Do you think maybe the government has the ability to connect with our electronics? Because recently I saw an article how they're adding spying devices into our computers so that they could invigilate us, probably investigate us. Maybe they're doing it with consoles too. Horrific if they're doing this. I already started to fear that my things might be possessed by spyware. I need to investigate this more because it's scaring me. Yeah, I think you're possessed and not that console. You're talking out of your ass. Chachlik. I remind you that insulting our users is forbidden. Truth of the matter is, it is I who possessed your devices. The only thing you can do now is to sacrifice your console to me. People sure like to pretend. Lights over Bazigrad. I wanted to tell you a story about a story that really happened. So yesterday evening, my buddy came over to watch a game between some people, 2-5, and then it happened. Buddy says to look at the window. All of us know how car lights look like, right? Long headlights, same kind, started to circle above the forest by Bazigrad. And I kid you not, there wasn't a plane. Why? There were many of those floating objects in the same spot. They were reappearing after going down, taking big rounds above the forest. They performed rotational movement with a small diameter. We came out to look. They disappeared and reappeared again. Came close and then went far. But that's not all. I rang my dad, who was going back from work, and told him about it. He took a picture of that thing while he was passing by the forest. It's kind of blurry, and I tried to zoom on it, but you can't see them better. Above the forest, the small orbs. Auntie, who lives near us, also said that she saw those things. Weird case, isn't it? I think it's some UFO technology who came over to investigate. That's why they were circling around for a long time. Authentic story. Oh no, what if someone came to get me? What if some secret agents discovered that I'm a werewolf? Sure, as if anyone will believe that you have any friends. Chocolate 312, I would like to remind you about the rules regarding our forum. I don't think those were any alien technologies or whatever. Maybe fireflies, although I don't think you can see them very well during the day. Maybe some trash was flying around in the tornado that reflected the sunlight, or birds with bright feathers. Alexa.
Your banana bread
Alexa.
timer is done.
Alexa, stop. My friends from the pits of hell were after you in that forest, but they realized they won't find you there. Still, they're after you. I'm gonna say it's 50-50 that this is the actual big bad of the game who's on the forum. Like, it's clever and stuff, but I'm 50-50 gonna say that he's being absolutely legitimate in what he's saying. Not a very strong one, but I'm just saying it's a very strong possibility that they're being genuine with that. Photos. Oh, what's this? We've got a paint simulator. You never know what's up. Okay, I guess that's it. How do I... No jumping available. Okay, before I go to bed, I have to upload photos on the forum. Okay. Dead goat. Okay, so I'm guessing it tells me what to take pictures of, and I go out and do it. It's 10 past 9 p.m. My name is something, and you're listening to the Krypta FM broadcast on Radio Bazigrad. It's an honor to be your guide through the unknown. Today we'll be taking calls from our listeners, but first, something that many of you have been eagerly awaiting. We have new information regarding the attack on the livestock in Gazduri near Bazigrad. Yesterday on our forum there were published pictures of the dead goat, which fell victim to a mysterious hunter. I sent those pictures to my veterinarian friend, who will share his expert opinion with us within a few days. A big thank you to user PhotoLover14 for helping in our investigation. Our line is open, so please feel free to... Oh, and we already have our first call. Hello, with whom am I speaking? Victoria. Welcome, Victoria. What brings you to us today? Hello, Miss Victoria. 1 second, I'm laying the cards down. Oh, the hangman, it's wandering, this Gazduri creature. But what brought it here? You're reading tarot? Nothing goes past you, Mr. Lucas. The tower. So what, a tall building? Maybe the radio tower? Mr. Lucas, the cards don't always speak to us bluntly. Oh, my bad. Somewhere in those Gazduri is a place of power, where that's what's earthly connects with what's beyond our perception. These are usually natural spaces. Monuments of nature, ancient landmarks, people flock to them, mark them. But to find them, you still need a direction. The chariot. It means journey, if my memory serves me right. Not every card has to be interpreted, Mr. Lucas. So, this place is near the tracks? Hello, well, thank you, Victoria, for this injection of magical energy. We have another call, let's see. Hello, welcome to the air. Who am I speaking with? Hello, Arkadius Chocolate here from Bazigrad. Welcome, Ms. Arek. Mr. Lucas, I would like to start with a sincere thank you to the entire of Radio Bazigrad because you make my evenings very enjoyable. I've always wanted to call and tell you that, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity today. We're very happy to hear that, Mr. Arkadius' greetings from us as well. Mr. Lucas, I have a favor to ask of you, the photographer that you have mentioned. Because you see, I have sources here that say that in Gazdari there was an uprising in 1863, and the parish priest, when he was burying the insurgents, ordered a cast iron monument to be built. And I can't find anything about this monument anywhere, so I'm wondering, does it even exist or not? Could you maybe ask that photographer to take a photo for me of that moment to send it to me by mail? I can give you the address. You know what, Mr. Iraq, our photographer is one of the users of our forum, and I'm not in direct contact with him, but you can text him with this request in a thread on our forum. Well, I just don't know how to do this. Do you have a computer? My son left one behind, but I never use it. What about the internet? I don't know. I don't know such things, really. Okay, Mr. Iraq, I have a suggestion. Can I call you after the broadcast? I'll gladly help. I don't want to bother you. Of course not. It's a pleasure. I'll give you a call later, all right? All right, then I'll be hearing from you. Take care, and thank you again for the kind words for our editorial team. All right, I think we have time for one more call. Hello, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Hunter 95. All right, what are you calling us about? I'll tell you one thing, smoke over the forest, but I don't know if you're ready for the truth. Is this about Gazdari? Yeah, smoke over the forest and its source. The truth may surprise you. Of course, if our mysterious photographer is brave enough. I understand. Hunter 95. Is there perhaps an adult with you that I could speak with? Thank you for this very important call. I'm happy that there are so many people involved in our investigation. That's it for today. Thank you very much for being involved. I remind you about our broadcast forum where you'll find more information about our investigation in Gazdari. My name is Lucas Bartiniuk. And this was Krypta FM. Now I'll excuse myself. I have a call to make. In the meantime, happy hunting. Oh shit, did you see that? It was some teeth like a werewolf. If I don't read the forum, I won't know what pictures to take. I thought you already got them. I missed the werewolf though. Insurgent Monument. Good morning, Mr. Lucas. Good morning, Mr. Lucas helped me set up an account on the forum. So I'm writing here with the request I had during the broadcast to that person who takes the photographs that Mr. Lucas mentioned to take pictures of the monument. It is supposed to be located in the cemetery near the village. Arcadia's Chocolak. Chocholak. I'm gonna go get some banana bread. I'll be back in a second. All right, I've returned. It reminds me that in the parish church of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Bosigrad, there should be records about this monument, if you would like to learn more about it. Maybe this creature that appeared in Gosdery crawled out of the graves in the cemetery. Priest Church's Hoik that's in this topic. Znachork, I would love to go. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to help me get there, but thanks for the information. Arcadia's Chocholok. Chocholok. Witchcraft. I'm not reading it out loud. And of course it's a fucking furry talking about witchcraft. Okay, I wanted to read that um, just to make sure there wasn't anything game pertinent in it. But I am adamantly opposed to the use of tarot cards. I do believe in God and I do believe in the spiritual world, and I think it's definitely a tool used to enslave humanity. So I wouldn't mess with it if I was you. Have you seen the car rankings this year? So flipping stupid Poles can't even afford to buy a proper car. Like, seriously, most are driving around in Fabias. Haha. And this Renault on 10th place. Embarrassing. And have you seen the top cross plebiscite? Alfa Romeo 1. Y'all are stupid. Honda on 7th, Fiat on 5th. What a failure. LOL. Good that BMW was OD turd. It still should have won, though. Hunter 95. What are you even saying? Alfa Romeo is an absolute top dog. You have no idea what you're talking about. I thought he was saying, what are you even saying? Because a lot of that shit just don't make sense. Trains are still a far more superior way of transportation. This is not a forum-related topic. Closing the thread. Damn, forbid people from having a conversation, huh? I see that you are conducting some investigation in Gosdery, and I'll tell you that I saw smoke over the forest somewhere behind the mayor's house. The truth will surprise you. Ha ha. Ha. Maybe this is the place where the aliens crashed, and this being is some animal of theirs that escaped them. I know I have problems with spelling, as the administration constantly reminds me, but you, Hunter 95, just write terribly. I remind you about spelling correctly on the forum. I'm gonna just turn that off for a second, because it's this pink monstrosity that's talking about evil things. And let me get some more banana bread. I started looking through the blogs, what they write there about these Gosdery, and I thought that this strange creature that appeared here is some kind of demonic entity. Nothing but some kind of emanation, externalization of demonic powers in the form of this creature, such an entity, maybe some kind of phantom, but in physical form, because somehow he had to get these animals. Anyway, I want to dive more into the subject, and I heard that there's a place of power where power lines meet, and it seems to me that it might have something to do with the whole situation. It was written they are supposed to come down somewhere in the forest in a big clearing near Gosdery. And I think it's worth going there and taking photos if there's anything there. because it totally might have some connection to the case. I also heard about this place, and supposedly in this forest you can feel a disturbing aura, scary. Satanic rituals were supposedly performed in this place. I also heard about it. This just reminds me of something. Since satanic rituals were supposed to be performed there, maybe during the performance of these rituals, this creature was summoned, which was sitting hidden somewhere deep in the forest, and now for some reason decided to crawl out of there. Yes, Matus Zek. It was I who performed these rituals there, and that's how you came into existence. They might be just totally serious. I didn't expect this fantastic photo. Thank you for your help in the investigation. So we can probably confirm what Mr. Jetter Zedge said, a macabre sight. I'll pass the photos to my veterinarian friend. His expertise may be useful, but what could have caused something like this? Chupacabra fits perfectly. Hunts at night, attacks farm animals, literally sucks goats out. I think this could be it. It is said that the chupacabra is of extraterrestrial origin, so maybe it is somehow connected to those lights over Bazigrad, which was recently mentioned in the broadcasts. It reminds me of how in Pomeranian something similar was prowling, hunting farm animals. I remember because they wrote about it in the newspapers a few years ago. I even had the issues somewhere. I'll look and post it. Edit. Mom used it as a fire starter. Sorry. Okay? I don't like the energy coming from that photo. There is more going on here than the naked eye can see. Be careful if this is the path you want to continue to follow. If Photo Lover 14 has the guts, then he should go to see the smoke in the Gosdary Woods. The truth will surprise you. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll go this way first. Wonder if I'm gonna get killed by something for going the wrong way. Is this the monument? Well, it's certainly a place of power. Wonder how far it'll let me go. I don't think anyone remembers the code to the lock, and without it I won't be able to enter. How far off the side do you go? It's a pretty sizable landmass. I'm gonna have a little trouble exploring it all, so I'm probably not gonna do it. No, I thought it was knocked down for a second. Thought I saw something there. Oh, man. Okay. Might as well cut through the middle of the forest just to see if there's anything here. Oh, what's this? A glowing tree. Okay. Okay, that was the place of power, blah, blah, blah. Can't read it. Oh, look. Smoke. So, now just the cemetery. I wonder how I get in. Maybe it's at this other end. I'll just go check here first. Wait a second. Am I even going the right way? Or is it the side I already checked? Oh, I have a map. Okay. Okay. I didn't know that. Let's start at my house. Yeah, that's the way I was going. Let's go see what that circle question mark is. Alright, second, is this the... Okay, yeah, so I've been here before. So then this tree is the circle question mark thing. I guess I could go look at this bunker real quick. I'm sure it's going to be in the next part of the game, but why not just check it out? There was a thing here. Where is it? There's water on one side. Alright, here's the water. So there should be a mystery thing over here. Even better, there should be some kind of stream, path. There should be some kind of path. I'll head like I'm heading toward the smoke. And there should be a path. This must be the bunker. Okay, So when I have to come back, it'll be good. There'll be 2 sets of rocks that'll lead me there. I missed the path for the other question mark. What's this? Did I get turned around somehow? Well, that's different. Okay. The bunker has a periscope thing. What? How did this happen? I got turned around again. Yeah, it must be leading to the smoke. But I already got a picture of it, so. Alright, well, that's it. Time to go turn it in. Where am I? Seems like I'm running faster now. Wikusia. I managed to find that place of power, and it turned out to be a huge tree in the middle of a clearing in the forest. Of course, I'm posting the pictures. I managed to find this in the woods, as in the photo. I'm posting here the photo of the monument that Mr. Eric asked for. Alright. That's it. Day 3. We are 10 minutes past 9 p.m. My name is Lukas Bartiniuk, and I welcome you all to the Krypta FM broadcast on Radio Bozergod. As always, I will be your guide through the unknown. My dear hunters, I'd like to start by thanking our wonderful community, that is, all of you, for your great commitment to the God's Story Cryptids case. Thanks to your recent activity on our online forum, we were able to follow up our investigation process. I'm still waiting for an expert analysis from the veterinarian in regards to the picture of bitten goat, but it seems like it didn't hold you back from exploring some more. On the forum, among other things, a photo of an old monument commemorating the uprising, which reached its finale in the Gosdary Forest, was posted. Our dear Mr. Eric has asked for it, as he currently works on documenting memorial sites, and he asked me to pass along his thanks for the help. I think that his gratitude is damn well expressed by the multiple phone calls that I've received from him throughout today, and as far as I know, he already has a lot more assignments for history fans. Greetings to Mr. Eric. One of the stranger forum topics today, which, to be honest, I did not expect to continue, was the alleged place of power suggested in the previous broadcast by one of our listeners, Victoria. User Photo Lover not only went out and found it, but also managed to take pictures of it. It turned out to be an old tree on which there were drawn pentagrams. According to the forum members, it might indicate some Satanist activity, which is supposed to have its main point in the depths of Gosdary Forest. More intel available on the forum. And of course, I'd like to touch on another topic. My dear hunters, please try to adhere to the netiquette while using our site. Remember that behind each monster there's another human being. Each monitor there's another human being. That's it for today, guys. All the mentioned discussions can be found on the forum on the Radio Bozergrad website. Thank you all for your engagement. My name is Lukas Bartiniuk, and this is Krypta FM. Until the next time. Something at the train station. Village Head's damaged car. Something in the bunker. Oh, how do you know about these things? They didn't mention anything on the thing. Okay. My collection of miniature tanks. Although I wanted to share a picture of my miniature tanks that I'm building, but I've come to realize that I'm not able to upload pictures to the post. Arakdias Chocholak. Dear Mr. Chocholak, can you ring me in your free time? I'll gladly explain how to do it. Mr. Chocholak, to upload a picture, you have to save it as a file on your computer. You have to go to your personal gallery, a specific folder on your computer, and upload it from there. I hope I'm helping at least a little. To add a picture, you have to click on an icon that shows up. Then you can select a picture you want to upload. Ciantikeo said it well. Just remember what Zenachorka also mentioned. You need to save the picture in the folder first, and then the icon should pop up. You explained it in a way that could make Mr. Chocholak look for it on his whole computer. Mysterious bunker. I saw the pictures of that ominous tree that got posted in the forum, and this place feels just as mysterious as I imagined when reading it. There is a bunker near Gosdary, next to one of the paths. A bunker-like bunker. Some place to hide, and that's not interesting in my opinion, but I thought about it for a second, and since there are so many weird things happening in Gosdary, maybe checking this place could be worth a while, because you never know what can be there. Ever since that cryptid appeared, things have been... I was there once, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. But it was a few years ago. Maybe something changed. I've read once about this place in the Bozigard Museum's archive. Apparently, terrible things were happening there, although there were no details mentioning anything interesting. I think it could have had something to do with the post-war happenings. Yep, have to overthink everything. This bunker has nothing to do with this case. Only thing that was happening there was me shooting fake guns with my friends. Shooting fake guns, I guess. Crashed car. If the smarty pants behind all the pictures feels brave enough, I know something about a car on a backyard in Gosdary and can ensure a first-degree meeting with it to take pictures. Maybe it has something to do with your investigation. Yeah, and what about this car? Cryptid rolling in the Gosdary and crashed it. Spooky. Cryptid rolled in it to Gosdary and crashed it. Spooky. Maybe the head of the village ran some animal over and threw the corpse into a septic tank. That's why it got stuffed up, and now to cover it up, he's angry that the tank got clogged. That's my theory. I remind everyone about proper grammar and not making fun of this community. Hunter95, I've noticed that you like to joke about some people who are active on here because it's their passion that they are pursuing. I don't know if you realize, but it's not nice when someone makes fun of your hobby that you love. Arkadius Chocholak. Okay, sorry, I will be nicer next time. Hunter95, I hope so. Being nice to people isn't as hard as you may think. Arkadius Chocholak. Train station in Gosdary. Dear all, I have remembered that there is an abandoned train station in Gosdary. As far as I know, it's out of service completely. But I think that going there would be worth a while. I should still remember the code to the lock that hangs from the gate, so if anyone would be interested in going there, I'll contact you and share the code with you. My only request would be taking any photographs and upload them in a post. And I would like to add that the discussions on this forum are very interesting. Arkadius Chocholak. I have also heard about this place. There were also rumors going around that it might be haunted because people who were near the area heard weird sounds that were coming out of the empty building. I think it was just probably wild animals, though. It was a few years ago, but in my opinion, it would be worth to go and check it out, just like Mr. Chocholak said. What a shame that they closed it. It probably served people well during the time of its glory. See comments. Even though through the screen I can feel the aura flowing from it. I absolutely must go there someday and see it with my own eyes, but certainly not in the dark. Wukusia. Be careful when you go there. Be sure to write me later about that tree. Your funny boogeymen, the ghosts from that tree will catch you. Probably some children went there to play rituals and you're so scared. Hunter 95, I would not underestimate such topics. There are things you have no idea about. I would like to remind you about correct spelling. Hunter 95, you're such a daredevil. Then you may end up as a victim in my next ritual performed under this tree. Haha. Bees outrageous. You get a warning for inserting such threats. I managed to find information about this tree. It turns out that indeed there was once supposedly a satanic cult in Ghazduri, and they were the ones who left these signs behind. Whether this is true, and whether they weren't just some people making a joke about it, I don't know. Okay. The fire. You probably peed your pants. Haha. Hunter 95, I'm reminding you about proper etiquette and spelling. Photo lover 14. Thank you very much for the photo. Very nicely done photograph. Arek Dius Chocholak. Very disturbing are the auras that pour out from the photos connected to this case. Blood curdling. I went to see those parish records I wrote about under Mr. Arek's post, and definitely the information I found about what was going on in this with this monument is disturbing. You gonna post that? Or something? Or no? Alright, emails. Road to the bunker. I have a feeling that you go to take photos of this bunker I posted about, so I have a tip for you on how to find it. After you reach the transformer, you need to continue following the boulders. Try not to get lost there, because the bunker is off the path. Thank you. Padlock code. Good evening. I know that you document evidence about the cryptid from Ghazduri. Could I ask you take a few photos of the abandoned train station which I wrote about? The padlock code is 7204. I wish you success in taking these photos. Arachdias Chocholak. Car, you are so brave. You walk around taking those photos, so I have a job for you. I know that next to the village's head house is a car with a dent in the front and weird marks. If you are brave enough, I can open the gate for you so you can take a few pictures. I have my ways to solve the gate problem. Okay. Let's go do it. Alright, there's probably going to be... Huh. All right. I probably missed the extra thing that it was talking about. All right. Let's go get the car first. And the gate is open. Mm. One down. Two to go. Go to Let's go to the bunker first. Hmm. I don't know why people have a fascination with Satan, as if they want to, like, I don't know why play with it at all. am I trying to take a picture of? Something at the train station, but what? There we are. All right. Getting kind of sleepy. I might take another nap before I do anything important. I didn't wake up till about 6. Slept all day, man. But it was a nice sleep catch up. Let's see. All right, that's it. Bedtime. It is 10 past 9 p.m. again. My name is Lucas Bartiniuk, and this is Krypta FM, now airing on Radio Bazigrad. My dear hunters, I barely made it to the studio today. I've gotten to visit, and I think that when I tell you what intel I've gathered, you won't hold it against me. Well then, together with the authorities, we managed to solve the mystery of Gazideri's cryptid. I'd like to emphasize that today's broadcast I have to turn the electricity on somehow. Oh, card corrupted. I think the whole village is out. I need to go and check and see if the transformer is out. Why is it that this fella is... What? So he's about to die, I'm guessing? Close it back up. So he's about to get attacked, I'm guessing. I managed to find the car about which Hunter 94 rode, and here are the photos. Bravo, honestly, you impressed me a bit, but you're probably too dumb to solve this mystery. Ha ha ha. These photos only confirm my suspicions that this cryptid had to drive this car to Gazuri. I wonder how he was able to drive. Maybe the observer can explain to us that it's an alien. Hunter 95, I remind you to be respectful to forum users. Got to the bunker in the woods, and these are the photos I managed to take. Who let you break into my home, mortal? You probably didn't even knock, huh? Bees, I knew that you probably live in some dumpster hole, but I didn't expect that it's that bad, haha. Each time I see that bunker, it gives me chills. I wonder what tragic events happened there about which Charlatan wrote. Terrifying. Each time, observator. What if aliens are hiding in that vault, which don't want to be found? Maybe they sent the cryptid to Gosduri so that nobody would discover that they hide there. Here are the photos requested by Mr. Eric in his last post. I look at this abandoned station with sadness. Back when it was functioning, it certainly was very beautiful. An amazing discovery. It can bring us much closer to the truth. Photo Lover 14. Thank you so much for the photo. It's true that the station used to look amazing, although it may be hard to believe judging by the photographs. Aractius Chocholek. Alright, just one more post, and I'm probably going to get attacked or something. Let's, Cryptid mystery solved. Dear Krypta FM listeners and forum users, I am pleased to announce that we have solved the mystery of the Beast of Gosduri. If you are not sitting, you better sit down, because I have some incredible news to tell you, but unfortunately it may be quite sad. I'm writing this immediately after confirming the information I received today before 7 a.m. from one of the residents of Gosduri. When she left the house after waking up, she noticed that in the corner of her property, under the fence, a creature that seemed to be injured was sleeping, laying down. The lady who provided me this information prefers to remain anonymous, but here's what I learned from her. She doesn't keep any animals, so she was very surprised when she saw this creature. She carefully approached it, making sure that she would not scare the creature and that she would remain safe. And when she was close enough to take a closer look, she realized that it was a dog that closely resembled the described cryptid, whose mysterious appearance in the village we were investigating get resolved. Of course, after she contacted me, she asked for help for the animal, because unfortunately she was unable to provide it herself. And at this moment, my friend, a veterinarian who provided us with an expert opinion on the bitten goat, is heading to Gosduri to check whether the dog needs medical help. He will return with him to Bazigrad, where he will be able to examine the animal. We hope that in today's broadcast, we will be able to provide you with more information about the condition of the found dog. After he undergoes tests and receives the help he certainly requires, we will try to find him a new home, because it seems that he was abandoned by someone and the poor man was looking for a new place to live, finding temporary shelter at the railway station in Gosduri. He probably attacked animals out of hunger, because it is obvious that he is emaciated, and certainly the person who decides to adopt him will have to provide him with an appropriate diet that will restore him to full strength, and he will have to be under the constant supervision of a veterinarian who will monitor his health. Unfortunately, my friend who will initially examine him will not be able to deal with this issue, so we also need to find someone who will be able to do this. That's all from me for now, but I hope to hear from you on the show tonight. Poor thing, who could have abandoned such a little pup? Humans are cruel sometimes. I'll gladly adopt him and make sure he's well taken care of, because he deserves it. Oh my gosh, how sad. It's good that the doggy is in good hands now. Wikisia, if you'll adopt him, you have to send me pics ASAP. I even have an idea to name him. Burek, what do you think? Mr. Barty Neuk, I'm very happy that this incident is now cleared. Poor thing probably went through a lot and had to be desperate to attack all those animals. It's good that he's in good hands and is receiving help. Arcadius Chocholak. Wikusia, I think that you will be a great person to take care of Burek. In case you need any tips or vet recommendations in Bazigrad, please message me. Haha, everyone was so excited about a cryptid and it was just a dog. Alright, so I'm guessing the scare is coming up. Alright, let's see. All in 3 days' work.
Bardzo miło jest mi powitać w dzisiejszym
I'm so honored to introduce a very special guest in this segment, Mrs. Francoise Sergio, ex-guitarist from the band Modal, which ended its career in 1999. After this interview, I would like you all, dear listeners, to introduce you to her solo debut after years of hiatus. Dear Francisca, what tempted you to come out to the music scene and why now? After we had to disband under circumstances we couldn't really influence, I still missed making music, which has always made up a huge chunk of my life. For 7 years, I haven't been able to leave those amazing experiences with other artists and Motorola in the past. I've tried to make music by myself, but I was never really happy with the end results. I always came back to a track I composed a while back before even creating the band. It was supposed to open our first album, but it never made it on the track list. A few weeks ago, as I was again playing it, my husband suggested that I should record it. Just for myself, I wasn't too convinced at first. But with time, I thought it wasn't that bad of an idea, you know. And I did it. And when I was able to listen to the recording, I felt like that was it, you know, like this was something I was looking for. It took me too long to find myself anew, especially as an artist. That's such a lovely story. Do you have any plans for your solo career? I really don't have any influence on what my life brings me, but I understood that I can use all my experience I've gained throughout my life. I've learned not to define myself again and that I should accept the past. I don't want to commit to anything when it comes to my art. I want to leave myself space for it to enjoy what is now. And one of those things is this song which I've released. Would you like to invite the public to give your song a listen? Dear listeners of the Radio Bazigrad, I feel so honored to introduce you to my new memories, goodbyes, and comebacks, which you can check out just now. Francisca Swear. Burke. Lovelies, a month has passed since we solved the cryptid mystery, and I wanted to share the progress Burke made. He gained a bunch of weight. He's not just skin and bone anymore, nor is he scared like he used to be. He's doing so well and is so happy about his new forever home. And I am so happy that I have found a new amazing best friend. Many thanks to Zanorchka, who recommended the vet who's taking care of our sweet boy. You both look amazing. It's so good that Burke found such a sweet person who loves him like you. Such sweethearts. No need to thank me. I'm happy I could be of any help. Burke has luck that he found you. Okuzia, I'm so happy that Burke is doing well, doing good. It's noticeable that he's very content with finding a place to stay with you. Arkadiusz Chocholak. Good to see that Burke's doing better. Seems like I gave Burke in good hands. I'm so very happy that you became such good friends. Burke's quite cute for a beast from Gosdary. So it's been a month. Thanks for Photo Lover. Today I had the pleasure to meet the person you all might know as Photo Lover 14. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to solve the cryptid mystery. Once again, thank you so much. I wish you more happy hunts. I'll make sure that Photo Lover's hunt will end up in great success, personally, of course. Photo Lover 14, thank you. I hope you will continue with your passion. You are a very knowledgeable person and you take great pictures. Arkadiusz Chocholak. Historical reenactment. Dear Mr. Bodynyuk, thank you so much for teaching me how to use a computer. I was able to meet a new friend online on one of historical forums, and we were able to go on our first historical reenactment even together. I'm very grateful that you showed me everything, that you had the patience to explain things to an old man like me. Here a picture with me and Stasek, Arkadius Chocholak. Mr. Chocholak, it was a pleasure on my side to help you understand how to use the forum. If you ever have more questions, you know where to call. It's great to see you in such a good shape, Mr. Chocholak. You seem very happy about the trip. Please greet your friend and the Reconstructionist group from Zinorchka. It's amazing to see you fulfilling your passions. The hunts. I have to admit that hunting cryptids isn't as bad as I thought. Thanks for Photo Lover for getting me into this. No biggie, can't wait for more outings together. It's good to see that thanks to the Goddard's cryptid incident, someone got interested in cryptozoology. Okay, I guess that's it. Maybe now. Oh, that's the end. Happy ending. We got a happy ending. Very good. Much love to my mom and dad for their support, to my sister for my profile pic, and to my grandpa for Arizek's voice. Thanks to the team and you for playing the game. Regards to Bread the Dog, Spock, and my 250 plus plants. I can sleep now. Victoria's Designer's greatest achievement of my life. Best regards to Low H. Sorry for bad English. Regards to these people necklace. Probably made more models than me, perhaps, but Adam did everything else more than me. Unimplemented sound design is like a fallen tree line unheard by anyone. Sounds familiar. That's it. I was expecting a jump scare at the end. Alright, well, it was a good game. Not bad. It was well designed. Short, a lot of reading. No, nothing to really replay or anything, but it was solid. But I've been playing for over 2 hours now, so I think that'll be enough for me for now. If you were watching, thanks for watching. If you're gonna watch later, thanks for watching. Anyway, see you later.